What's up, bro? Welcome to a new episode of the BrandonJaneauShow. As you know, I am Brandon Janeau, and sorry about that. I am Brandon Janeau, and I hope you guys enjoy this episode, man. Like always, man, you can find me on all podcast platforms everywhere, Brandon Janeau Show. Just like you can find my YouTube channel, Brandon Janeau Show, where you can find this video. And also on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Brandon Janeau Show. I hope you guys follow me there. Follow me also on subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I hope you guys like this show, man. I really, really do. Uh, so here we go. So so last night, WWE uh debuted a new Raw Women's well new World Heavyweight Championship for the women. Uh, and last Friday they debuted the new WWE Women's Championship, and now they have the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship. So it's like ooh, it's interesting. I literally was on this episode when the shit got swapped. When Bianca went to SmackDown and Rhea went to Raw, stayed on Raw, and I was like, they're gonna clearly make new championships, and people were like, I saw so many people still flipping out. Why is the Raw title on SmackDown? Why is the SmackDown title on Raw? It's like if you believe in that bullshit, that brand split shit, then yeah, it makes no sense. But me being who I was and I know how this goes, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna pretty much make the fucking title. They're gonna change the names of the titles because they clearly know it's kind of stupid to have two titles, to have one title named after one brand, but that title isn't even on that brand, and the other title's on the other brand, and it's not even named after that. So it just didn't make any sense. But people, of course, jump out the window every time you see something on WWE that I don't get. What I would say about this? Uh, I think Rhea being the world heavyweight champion and Asuka being the WWE Women's undisputed, I guess, champion. That's what it says on a plate, which I didn't even fucking know until like I started watching all these podcasts, people wrestling podcasters talking about how her title has the undisputed on it, and it's like the same shit with Roman. Like I said with Roman, it's like you're still calling him undisputed, but is he really undisputed? Because he's not undisputed anymore. Because there is another champion in WWE that is particularly supposed to be just as high as he is. And I feel like with a lot of these brands, particularly right now, I think a lot of people are. This is the thing about WWE. We get overly dramatic about what WWE is doing, and we gotta stop that shit. We really gotta stop that shit. Um, Also happened last night on Raw. By the way, I thought Raw was actually good. Raw was actually good. I was flipping back and forth between that and NBA Finals. And to be honest with you, I actually was watching Raw more than I was watching NBA Finals. Uh, I thought it was really fucking good. From the beginning to the end, actually. The matches that I didn't want to really watch, I didn't fucking watch. I just went to watch the NBA Finals. And the segments that I didn't really have no interest in, I didn't really want to see. Um, but I feel like um last night, um, clearly Damian Priest should have been in the Money in the Bank briefcase match. I like the fact that there was no interference from Judgment Day or Imperium, which is beautiful, which is good because that means, excuse me, Damian Priest should just win it by himself, which is great. Um, how to, so Damian Priest is in. He got the last spot in the Money in the Bank briefcase match. Um, I'm also very excited because Money in the Bank is now going to be a little bit earlier in the day because I gotta go. I'm going to a concert. Well, I'm going to see Dave Chappelle July 1st, which is Money in the Bank. But Money in the Bank will be um, done by the time I have to leave, so that's awesome. Um, yeah, Money in the Bank I think comes on here at like 12:31. So yeah, I'll be done with the. I can watch the show and I can do the review show right after. Then I kind of rest my body for a little bit, then get ready to go to see Dave Chappelle, which is awesome for me. Uh, but I'm happy Damian Priest won. Now, does he win the Money in the Bank briefcase? I don't think he wins Money in the Bank, and I don't think he wins it. He just fought Seth. Why would he win it and now go up against Seth again? That makes no sense. Yeah, I don't see Damian Priest winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. Who do I? LA Knight is in this, and I think LA Knight can win it. What's the swerve if there is a swerve? If anybody could shock and win the Money in the Bank briefcase? Oh man, it kind of feels like it's LA Knights to lose. I mean, if Damian Priest didn't fight Seth first, I probably would have said Damian Priest should win this automatically. But the fact that LA Knight is in it and he feels more like the contender that will be the number one, like get the Money in the Bank briefcase, it makes sense. Another thing that happened last night on Raw, outside of that, is Finn Balor. Pretty much, this is when you know Seth is over, dude. So Finn Balor comes out trying to do a promo on Seth Rollins. He calls Seth out. Seth comes out and he tries to pretty much tell Seth how he feels about Seth. Um, Pretty much taking his opportunity away from him to be the truly, well, he is technically the first Universal Champion, but he never really got a chance to be the Universal Champion because he got injured at SummerSlam when they fought. So he pretty much his promo was trying to like tell Seth that like yo, like you injured me, bastard. Like you 7 years ago, I can't let this go. You injured me. I had this. I was the first inaugural Universal Champion, and you injured me. And them fans didn't give a shit about his promo. They did not give a fuck about his promo. I hate to say it. I think Seth might have killed the what chant for a second. He might have killed the what chant. I think Seth Rollins has made something when particularly he comes out that if fans don't really want to hear somebody or don't really like that person, they're just gonna go into the set singing chant. It's to that point now, and I can easily see it happen. That was so crazy last night to see that shit happening. I think that, but all in all, man, Finn versus Seth and Money in the Bank is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a really great match. I expect it to be the best match of the night. I know people are going to say that's going to be probably Roman, whatever they do with the Bloodline storyline at Money in the Bank. But I particularly think that's going to be the best storyline, best match of Money in the Bank. Seth and Finn, they always get in the ring and they always do something special. So yeah, also pretty much the final spot in the women's Money in the Bank will be found out I guess Friday night, and we all know who this is gonna be. It's gonna be Bianca Belair. Why? Because Charlotte Flair officially came back, and she automatically gets a fucking title match. This is why I feel like people. And I saw this today, but I do feel this way too. And it is, and what I feel is this: Charlotte cannot beat Asuka. Charlotte can't beat Asuka. If you are going to turn, this is my thought process. If you're going to turn Bianca Belair heel, you're not going to work. It's not going to work if she is turning heel against Charlotte because Charlotte is the ultimate face. She is the ultimate face. And what I mean by that is she's the person that you turn face against. You don't turn heel against Charlotte. You turn face because every fucking body doesn't fucking care about Charlotte like that. And that is the biggest. If Triple H is calling this shit, I think he knows that. So he probably will keep the title on Asuka for Bianca to turn heel. If and this is the thing, because even if Bianca gets in a Money in the Bank briefcase match and she wins it, if Charlotte beat Asuka, Bianca has to cash in that night. She has to. And here's the thing: now the heel turn doesn't make any sense because now they're gonna thank her. Maybe wait a month to change her back. maybe, but you cannot have her turn heel on Charlotte. It's not gonna work because nobody cares that like if Charlotte wins again, people are more pissed off Charlotte won a title again than Bianca cashing it in on her. Because now Charlotte is just running up title reigns to just get to her father status, and it's just like, then what the fuck was the point of her beating Asuka? What the fuck was the point of Asuka beating Bianca only to have her drop the title literally in her first title defense to Charlotte? This is the dumbest thing WWE does, and they do this shit so fucking much that if I'm Triple H, I am keeping the title on Asuka. Fuck you, Vince. You cannot do this right now. You cannot put that bullshit creative thought process into this. Because if you guys are gonna really roll with the story that Bianca's gonna turn heel at SummerSlam, she cannot turn heel against Charlotte because you're gonna have a Becky Lynch situation where you tried so hard to make Becky a heel, but people kept fucking cheering her. Bianca has a fan base. People keep trying to act like she doesn't. She fucking does. If she wins Money in the Bank and she cashes in on Charlotte, you're not getting people to boo her. I'm sorry, you're just not. Maybe in the UK, maybe. Once you get back to stateside, they're not booing Bianca Belair. They're not. They're gonna be happy that she beat Charlotte. That's the worst thing you can do. All in all, man, right now wrestling to me, man. Also, want to talk about this because I don't really talk about this company, AEW. My biggest problem with AEW is that you're creating a whole new show just for all the people that don't fuck with your main company. The main roster, you have to split in fucking half because they have real internal problems with each other. My biggest problem with AEW is that you're gonna create a whole new show. That show's probably gonna get off to a good start. Here's the problem with that. Eventually, um, what is it? Uh, Dynamite and Collision are going to have to come together at some point because except if you just do the WWE approach where they did it like in the early 2000s where Dynamite has their pay-per-views and Collision has their pay-per-views, which is kind of fucking stupid because the AEW champion. Now I can see certain people going from roster to roster, going show to show, but most of them also have a really cushy ass contract at AEW. So if I don't have to go to Collision, I'm not going to fucking Collision. If I don't have to go to Dynamite, I'm not going to motherfucking Dynamite. And I damn sure don't want to show up on Rampage. So what the fuck do you do? What the fucking problems that you have already created? Because yes, this is a smart thing to do for now. But if AEW eventually AEW is going to have to put CM Punk and FTR, CM Punk and the Elite together. And if CM Punk and Elite get together and they still have those same feelings towards each other, now you're fucked. Now you fucked. Now you're back in the same position you were just in. So I don't understand what AEW is trying to do. I get it. You get another show. You get all of the people that have already real fucking problems with people on Dynamite. You move them to their own separate show. Let them have their own separate show. The problem with that is, I do not think this is going to end well. I think this is the dumbest fucking thing they have ever done. This is stupid because Collision is a great could be a great show. My biggest fucking problem with Collision is what happens. Because eventually CM Punk is going to have to go to Dynamite if he is going to get another shot at MJF. Except if MJF comes to Collision. What happens? And oh my god, I just feel like this is. I don't know what AEW's thinking. I'm sorry, I just don't know. I know there's a lot of AEW fans out there. That's just what I felt like. Like I don't understand this shit. That's just me personally. Oh no, wrestling's good, and I think we are in for a treat. Till then, man, I'm Brandon Janeau. Peace.